All right, now if you remember back to early this morning, especially if you were in places like Orange or Concord, New Hampshire, how cold it was, and yet in the afternoon, boom, temperatures were right up around 60. Turned out to be a beautiful day. Every single day, nines are running wild. We've had 9 days in November. Every one of them has been above the average, and we're averaging 9 degrees above normal for the month of November so far. How about tonight? Well, Boston is 48, but the clouds are still quite thin. The winds are light, so look at the temperatures that are near the freezing mark from Bedford to Fitchburg, Nashua and Jaffrey, Norwood and Taunton. So we still have those chilly spots. Now, if the clouds thicken up, which they may a little bit overnight, the temperature may actually inch up slightly. But the idea is that we do have rain on the way, not associated with the newest tropical storm. That is called Kate, and it's intensified with winds of 60 miles an hour. But the track of the storm should keep it well east of the east coast of the United States. But we have some rain and wind we're going to deal with independent of Kate, and that's this system right now. But the more I'm looking at this, the more it looks like this first patch of rain may stay south of Boston. That would be later tomorrow into tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening's commute, we may luck out in Boston and points north, although the south coast and the Cape may have some rain. Here's what I'm talking about with that first patch. See how it's kind of just nudging along the south coast and nearing Boston, but not really getting here around the evening commute? Now, later on tomorrow night, there'll be some wet weather, but it appears that it'll be early Wednesday, perhaps, that we get our biggest thrust of rain out of this in a couple of bursts, and then it's going to be slow to wind down. So Veterans Day looks like a very wet start and still kind of damp around midday. It's also going to be very windy and rather cool, as the improvement probably won't get to Boston until the end of the day or the evening. How much rain can we get out of this? It's really a little tricky, especially if we miss much of that first batch, but still the chances are about a half an inch to a little over an inch, with the highest amounts likely to be on the coast and especially the Cape. Now, there is a wind advisory. It doesn't go in effect, though, till 1 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Wednesday. That's when northeasterly winds, which will be turning northerly, 20 to 30 miles an hour, but there can be some gusts as high as 40 to 50. The winds will not be strong early tomorrow. They'll pick up slightly later in the day, and even into tomorrow evening, not out of control or anything like that. But it's really after midnight tomorrow night through a good chunk of Wednesday that you see some of those gusts could be around 40 miles an hour, maybe even close to 50 down around the Cape and the Islands. Then the winds will be diminished by the time we get to Thursday. Temperatures will reach the 50s tomorrow, back to the 40s tomorrow night. We're not going to get much of a temperature rise, if any, on Wednesday, Veterans Day, with that chilly northerly wind. It may stay in the 40s. All right, here's the way things shape up. We've got the wet weather coming mainly overnight tomorrow night and Wednesday morning. And for Veterans Day, just want you to take a closer look at this. A very cool and wet start and windy as well, and could still be leftover drizzle around the middle of the day, drying out later in the day. Another round of showers is possible Thursday afternoon. Windy, chilly, blustery weather, more typical of the season, coming in for Saturday and Sunday. And then we may start warming up again next Monday. I don't know how many times or how deep in the season I'm going to be able to say we may be warming up again, but still looks like it's going to be the case for early next week.